guys, welcome to another video. Today we're reviewing Let Me In. This one came out in 2010 and was directed by Matt Reeves and stars Chloe Grace Moretz and Kodi Smit-McPhee. Now before we start, if you thought like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can know if you're free video, and let's just start. Let's start talking about the good. So all the actors and actions, I thought they're all good. Especially Kodi Smit-McPhee and Chloe Grace Moretz, Dylan Minnette, and Richard Jenkins. They were all very, very good in this film. The opening sequence is a great opening sequence. I thought it was creepy, it was tense. Fits the overall tone of the film because this film is very, very creepy and it's very unsettling. And I thought that opening sequence captures what this film is about. The cinematography, which of course includes the shots, the cameras, the lighting, is great. Matt Reeves is a great director. Surprisingly, a great director at horror films. And obviously he's doing the upcoming Batman film, which is my second most anticipated film of this year. So the direction that he took this film in, fantastic. And the cinematography was very, very well done. The special effects are very, very creepy. And I think they work in this film. They're used to make the audience unsettled. Like the way Chloe Grace Moretz's character moves, she is a vampire in this film, but not the typical vampire. She is really creepy, and the way she moves in this film is terrifying. It's very unsettling, and I think they did a really, really good job with the special effects for her face, everything. Very, very well done. The first act of the film was good. I thought it sets up the characters well. Kodi Smit-McPhee's character and Chloe Grace Moretz, I thought those two characters were set up well in this film so that I actually cared about them. The rest of the characters, Dylan Minnette, he is the bully. I thought he was good in the film. He was good in the film. He has things to do in the film, and I think it works for his character. The relationship between Oscar, who is played by Kodi Smit-McPhee, and Eli, played by Chloe Grace Moretz, is very, very good. This entire film is based on their relationship, and I think it works very, very well because it carries out all the way to the end of the third act, where their relationship really, really is really important for that third act, for what happens. So I think the relationship was very, very well done in this film. The second act of the film is intense. It is very, very intense, and the story picks up very, very well. There are a few sequences, which I'll get to later, that sort of drag a little bit, but the second act of the film, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The second act of the film also gives a creepy explanation for the opening sequence, because the opening sequence is awesome. It's an awesome opening sequence, and it works very well. And there's an explanation that is given for the opening sequence in the second act of the film, and I think it works very well. They give little hints and clues to what it could be, but the result of the explanation that we got in the second act of the film, I thought it was great. The reveal of Eli being much older than her actual, than what she actually looks like, and she can't age, it was great. It was a great reveal, and I think it works for the film because it's very creepy, it's very intense. That entire sequence where it's revealed that she's not really the age that she is, and she's really some vampire creature thing, it was awesome. It was very, very, very well done. The story. Now, the story is good. It's not a fantastic story. It's a good story. It services the film well, and I think it progresses well, and you actually care about what happens during each act of the film. There are many creepy, tense, and terrifying sequences in this film, especially with Eli. Her character, Chloe Grace Moretz, she's very, very creepy in this film. The way she moves, like I stated, but there's one sequence in particular where she's attacking all these people, and it is horrifying. It's creepy. She's eating people's faces off. It was nuts. It was awesome, and it was fun, and very, very creepy and tense. The atmosphere. Now, Matt Reeves does a great job with the atmosphere for his film. This film has a very, very creepy atmosphere that's present from the beginning of the film all the way to the end of the film, and I think it adds to that sense of dread throughout the entire film because this is not a fun film. And which I'm very, very happy that it's not a fun film, because this type of film, you can't really make it fun. And I think that they did a good job with the overall tone and the atmosphere of this film. This score, now Michael Giacchino is a fantastic composer. To be honest, John Williams, Hans Zimmer, Michael Giacchino, he's definitely in there with John Williams, Hans Zimmer, Ludwig Göransson. I think he does a great job with the score of this film. It's intense, and it works for every single sequence. The sound design. There's some excellent sound design in this film. When things are supposed to be quiet and diminish the sound, fantastic. And when the score actually comes in that third act of the film, and especially when the characters are just walking around, the score enhances every single sequence, and the sound design does a really, really good job with enhancing every sequence. The third act of the film. The third act of the film is a great, great third act. I thought it was fantastic. It was very, very well paced. It was very well done, and I thought it was very exciting. And the ending sequence. Now, the ending sequence, I thought it was good. It wasn't a great ending sequence, not one of the best ending sequences to a horror film, but it was good. It serviced the film well, and I think it tied up the entire film good enough. That's all the good that I have. Now let's move on to the bad. So there are some sequences that do drag a little bit in the first and second acts of the film. Now, you know they have to introduce the characters in the first act of the film. And I think they could have condensed it just a bit. But other than that, this is a fantastic horror film. Let Me In is a great horror film. Matt Reeves does a great job with this film, and I highly recommend it. And I'm going to give Let Me In an A-. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you know if I have a free video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.